update of what's going on. I haven't been posting videos very much recently. Oh my god, there's an ATC over there. Three-wheeler. It's like from the 80s. I don't know if you can see that. Spreading out seeds and fertilizer and stuff. Yeah, update. I'm not posting very many videos. Deal is, it's hot. And I'm at the end of the semester. And it's, you know, just, I don't know, not necessary right now. You know, I told you I moved in and I got my place and I showed you my place, and now I'm, you know, this last month has been spending a lot of money on fun and you know, being single and all that, and I'm unhealthy for it. My blood pressure was, I just got out of the gym. I went to the gym this morning, went swimming, and I'm gonna go back this evening and do it again, because my activities the last week or so have been not good. Going out too late and drinking too much, and just, I was bad this week. But you know, I spent money and had a good time, and now I've got to get my shit together and start the countdown, which starts in August. So August is the month when I really, you know, bear down and start doing this thing. You know, money's okay. I was still able to save money this month easily, but I just can't do this life anymore. No more, absolutely not. My blood pressure was up to 160 this morning. Yeah, I just got out of the gym, did it again. It went down to 154, and that's still really high. So the machine's kind of screwy. You know, you can take your blood pressure in that machine a few different times, and it fluctuates or whatever. But I've been taking my blood pressure at that machine for about 3 months now, and you know, I can feel it. I can feel the tension in my chest. I can feel it, the just, you know, fatigue, laziness, just not feeling good. You know, just don't feel good, and I just don't have enough energy to do everything. So I got to get my shit together, right? This is my walk to class. Feels good. It's gonna feel better when the winter comes. I don't like the summer so much in Japan, but it's always nice to be off. I'm off for about 2 months, so it's quite a nice vacation. Part of the benefits of being a teacher, part of the even better benefits of being an adjunct professor, especially in Japan. And so that's not bad. This is the concert hall building, but all the students go into class with their umbrellas. It's not even raining. They're protecting themselves from the sun. Anyway, later.
Oh, that one that looks like a sail, the one that looks like the map of the world, the one that looks like a big palm tree. And of course, it's
that's
just,
his suitcase. He's leaving now.
It's just sand and
How many countries? How many countries have you been to?
77. And dream is to go to 100 before I die. So this year, every year, it's dream to try and make 2 or 3 new countries. So
you want to limit yourself.
Do you have your passport? Can you show me your passport?
I have.
Obviously, if you go to too many countries,
is it too hard to find?
No,
it's
no,
okay.
no.
If it's too hard to
This
find.
is my old passport. Cause I got my new passport about 6 months ago, but this is my old passport because the students wanted to see my picture, and it's not the one of Idi Amin. It's the one of me with my super spiky hair that looks fuck all like me. That I've put my.
I'm not gonna put your passport.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put your picture.
It's old. Look at that.
But it's got all your information on it.
Don't give a fuck about that. Can you see? Look at that hair. Look at this guy. I don't even wear glasses. Okay. I don't even wear. They're my friend's glasses.
Look at his stamps, man.
Oh,
look
stamps,
at the
so
stamps. Can you go flip?
We got very quickly, because this is passport. So we got, of course, we got Japan. We've got Hong Kong, Korea, Fukuoka, Singapore. Now we go. Yeah, because I was living in Komodo. Then we got onto the South America. We've got Venezuela, and then we've got. You'll like this one. We've got this one's China. We've got Chile. Can you see that one? Chile there. there, that Chile one there.
Awesome.
And then you'll like this one. You got another one, Chile. I went there again about 4 times. And then you'll like this. Is that I went to Paraguay, and the passport person didn't think it was me, and so I had to bribe him. Because if you look at that one, Republic of Paraguay, 26th of May, I got in.
Maybe this guy's okay.
But 30 minutes earlier, Republic of Paraguay, 26th of May, anulado, cancelled. Because I wouldn't pay the bribe. So he said, hey, negro, come here. $20. No. Anulado, get out. Okay, you're not coming in. 20 minutes later, here's the bribe. Give me money, you're in. And so, of course, got here,
How much you pay?
$20 American. It's the
Oh,
currency of...
you didn't bargain down?
Yeah, because it's customs. You can't bargain down. You're black in South America. If you're not from Brazil, they don't want to know. So yeah, of course, India and China and Paraguay, Australia, New Zealand, Bolivia, Argentina.
Go connection.
Yeah, exactly. Estonia, fantastic country. Women, holy mother of God.
Call.
Exactly. Latvia, yeah, of course we've got Singapore, we've got there, and all Singapore, all that. And they're like Argentina, they're Argentina. So
With the accent, I love the accent.
Argentina,
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
So
No,
like
not
I say,
Argentina, but
travel the world, travel the world. Life is far too short.
Awesome. He's so awesome.
There you go.
So Gary,
1950, talk about your dad.
950. Yeah, talk about
19
your dad when he was traveling.
Okay, he was 22 years old. He left a small country called Dominica, which is
The black
population.
man.
Yeah, it was a population of 70,000. He went to live in America for 3 years, 1952 to 1955, and he travelled like 6 months in the southeast, like Florida down there, North Carolina, and then every 6 months he would go up north to Wisconsin, the Great Lakes, all that part of the
He
area.
traveled just for fun.
No, he was working and traveling. So it's basically like a backpacker 20 years before.
He wasn't a
backpackers
refugee or
No,
anything
no, no.
like that. He
No,
was just he
so
just
what
wanted
was
to
his
see America.
inspiration? What was
His inspiration because like he's from a small country and he thought, I've got to see the world. So
In the world's most racist country at
but the
that
thing
time.
about it is that
Not the most racist.
at that stage,
Where-
just after
where was
World-
he from? Where
he was from
from?
Dominica.
Dominica.
The Dominican Republic.
No, not Dominican Republic. Oh no, no, no.
Oh, sorry,
no.
oh.
No,
Ah,
no,
that
but-
was after, right?
No, the Dominican Republic is next to Cuba and joined to Haiti. Dominica is about
Oh,
8
sorry.
countries further
I don't even
down.
know that.
Next to Martinique, Guadeloupe, small there, and because it's a Commonwealth small Caribbean country, at the time America had a quota of you could only allow 100 people from each of the Caribbean islands into America at the time. We're talking 1951-52. So he was
Wow.
lucky he got volunteered. So he thought, I'm going to stay here and travel all over America and see the world. Because remember, at that time, people just had books and you read about these countries like this place called New York, this place called Miami, this place. So nobody would ever go. So he decided to go. He went there for 3 years and then he came back to Dominica and he thought, having seen the world, I want to go somewhere else. And at the time, 8-10 years after World War II, Commonwealth countries like Prime Minister of Britain was saying, please come to make Britain the motherland great again. So they were offering the chance for people to go from Caribbean countries to England. He actually
Wait a second. Why was he traveling so much? I mean,
No, maybe it's just
what was
nomadic
his,
spirit.
was he a
because-
diplomat or
No. It's just like a normal farm. Well, it's like a very lower class blue collar
how
worker.
could he afford
But-
to fly from
No,
where he was
no,
to
it was boats. There was no boat.
a boat?
Yeah,
See,
it was
he
1950s.
went over in a boat.
So the thing about it is, coming to Britain, you got subsidised. He says he got subsidised by the British government because all the Caribbean countries, all India or Nigeria, come back to Britain after World War II, make Britain great again. If you come, you get a passport. You get the best education in the world. It doesn't matter what we think of it, but remember, this is a small island. You've seen the mother country. You've got the Queen on your money, on your passport. Well, the King at the time, money and passport.
Yeah.
You want to go. So everybody went, and everybody thought they were going to go for 2 years, make money, go back home. But the British government paid 90% of your ticket to go from the Caribbean to England 3 weeks on a boat. But if you was going to go back, you'd have to pay your own
No
ticket.
ticket back.
And so, lots of people, including my father, right, he left one child in Dominica because he thought he was going to come back in 2 years. But after two months, he thought, hang on, the price to go back would roughly be about 11 months' salary in comparison to how much the ticket was. So many people went there, realized they couldn't go back, and so 1 year, 2 years, they started paying for their other family members who they'd left behind to come across.
Wow.
And then he moved from Southampton, which is on the south coast of Britain, to London. London, he didn't really like it because it's a big concrete city, and he thought, I'll go to live in the further north, more countryside, Nottingham city. But then he thought, I want to live in a more countryside area, so he went to live in a small village, and the whole village was roughly about 2,000 people. I remember this is
This is a good
1956.
story. This is a good story.
And at the time, 2000, remember, most of these villages had never ever seen a black one before. And the town, this village, they had.
Why did he move to that town?
Because
why,
the thing is, he wanted a career job, and he wanted to work in
to make children? Or?
No, he wanted to work in a career job, which was not a 1 year, but a somewhat long career. He wanted to join the police force, but it's not like now. But in 1956, black people couldn't join the police force in Britain. Then he wanted to join the fire service, and the same.
Did he feel free?
Well, remember, this is the country you've been dreaming that you've been reading about for 5-10 years.
So he could
probably
do
thought,
whatever he wanted in
Yeah,
that.
so he thought, this is my chance to wake up career for my family or whatever. And then he married my mother and then moved over there. But then he went to live, then some people said, oh, there's jobs in the coal industry. So it's a bit equivalent to like American Pennsylvania at the time, steel industry, but coal industry there. So he went to in this big city, and he went to this small town. Excuse me, are there any jobs for people? He goes, yeah, but unfortunately, we've got 1,000 people working here. We've already got 2 black people working here. We can't take any more. And so at the pub, it was like 1 in 500 people could work there who wasn't white. So he had to go to this town. But he went to this smaller town, and people say, oh, we can't take you on here, but there's this small village 10 miles away, and you can go and work there because they don't have any black people yet. So he went there, and that was a small village of about 5,000.
You fit the quota.
And then, yeah, because their quota of 1 person or 2 black people in that pit. And then he went there, after he worked there for about a week or so, he had a petition in the town to kick him out of town. And the only reason, it doesn't matter what the law was, because remember, there was no race discrimination law at the time, but the only reason he didn't get like, because it doesn't matter what the law says, people could smash windows to kick you and your young black family out of town, because remember, this is a town of like 7,000. The only way he didn't get kicked out was because there was lots of Scotland people and lots of people from the north of England living in this small town, and they said, well, hang on, 10 years ago, we were like the immigrants coming from the north of England or coming from Scotland, and it would be hypocritical of us to say to this one black family, you can't live here.
Rally around the immigrant.
Yeah, because we were immigrants 10 years ago. And it's only because of them that he managed to stay in that town. And so, by that same instance, is that where I grew up, my town, people find, oh, is it difficult you live in Japan where you don't look like everyone else? This is easy. Because remember, when I grew up, we were the only black family in 10,000.
Wow.
So I couldn't get into trouble, not because of the police, but because everybody knew who it was. And so, by that same instance, I went to a school when I was primary school, middle school, elementary. I was the only black kid, well, me and one sister went to the same school. Look, I was the only black kid in about 800. So, it sounds strange, but it's a lot easier for me to come to Japan where everyone looks different. So I don't feel this inferiority complex of people looking at you in the same way that some other nationality, it doesn't matter if you're white or black, because maybe it's the first time for lots of people, you come to Japan and you feel, oh, nobody looks like me.
Is it good?
And so, by that same instance, that's why I find it incredibly easy to go to China, to go to South America, to go to Eastern Europe, to go to Northern Europe, where nobody looks like, where some people think, oh, I get paranoid going to Japan and everybody looks at me. Because if you live in a country where people look like you, then you feel, well, I get more and more paranoid than, even if I've done nothing wrong. But I don't feel that because I've grown up with that from the age of 4 years old.
Wow.
So maybe I've got the nomadic spirit in him. I always think I'm incredibly lucky. It sounds strange, and it's not to sound disrespectful to anybody, but the luckiest thing in my life happened 30 years before I was born, and that was Hitler invading Poland. Because if Hitler didn't invade Poland, World War II wouldn't have been so big, British people wouldn't have died, there wouldn't be the call from British Prime Minister Churchill for all the black people from the small Caribbean countries, from India, from Nigeria, from Pakistan, come and make Britain great again. Because black people who didn't leave the West Indies in the 1950s, when we all go back, they think, oh, we should have gone the same as you. because this country is a small, poor country, but you went to the motherland of Britain and you've had a nice life and career, and you don't realise how much gold dust a British passport is until you've, of course, I'm not talking about a month ago with the Brexit, but British passport, A, it speaks English, B, it's in Europe, C, it's a Commonwealth country, and that means you can get a job or you get a visa a lot easier in New Zealand, in Canada, in Australia, in working in France, in Italy or Europe than if you were from any other country in the world. So that's why I always travel the world, because I want to see things that I read about in books. I want to see about these pyramids. I want to see about Mount Fuji. Doesn't mean when I get it I don't like it, but I always feel, well, I'm not that interested in saving money. Everyone's got to die. I don't care.
So your father is actually kind of a driving force in what you're doing.
I'm like the driving force. He's like the driving force behind the way of course, he died 5-6 years ago. But by the same instance, he did all these things that, when you think about it now, traveling to Japan, this is chicken feed compared to trying to go to another country. Remember, we've got internet, we've got iPhone, we've got Twitter, we've got Skype. That, remember, 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, it was letters. And it's like 6 weeks to send a letter from West Indies to Britain. If you write an instant reply, another 6 weeks to get back. And that would take 3 months. So he was getting messages, things like, oh yeah, by the way, your father's dead. And this letter's dated, today's July, that's dated like the first week in April. So that's the way I always think, like, yeah, you can't be lonely, because yeah, you can contact the world just as easily if you live 200 yards there as if you live 10,000 miles away with Skype and all that kind of thing. So that's why I feel I must see the world, not because disrespect to anyone else, but because so many people in the world, most of the people in Africa, most of the people in India, most of the people in China are incredibly dirt poor. If you're the nicest person in the world and you're from North Korea, you can never get a visa to leave your home country. So I feel I must travel the world, because 80% of the world will never have the money, never have the means, will never have the freedom to try and travel the world. So that's why I think, because I realised how lucky I was for things 20 years before I was born, that he decided to go and live in England. If he stayed in the Caribbean, I'd never be here. And the old dream of my life would be the same as most people in the world, within my 5 or 6, 10 mile radius of my home door.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank
So that's
you very
why,
much.
travel the world. Go see strange things.
Thank you so much for sharing your
Wow,
story.
man, that's a beautiful story.
That's
man.
awesome.
Holy shit, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Respect, man.
Anyway,
Cheers.
sir.
Cheers. That's awesome.
Okay,
Cheers.
big man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Right then, because it's now
Thank you so much.
7:40 according to that card, it's going to take. I might be able to get to the station for 8:15 in Namba.
He's got his bag over
Go
here.
now.
He's on his way to Dubai.
Okay.
Wow.
Does any of you want any of this rubbish putting in there?
Oh,
Put your
yeah,
hands in
we'll
it.
look at the
Cheers.
garbage.
Hey everyone, I'm here with my great friend John. John's the most awesome Australian in the world, and he's here with me, and we're out tonight eating at this place with these great people. They're so awesome, and we're having some great food. We just ordered off the menu and had some really good katsu. Man, am I ever going to be able to give up all of this?
I think you'll always have a special place in your heart.
Oh look, another friend, hey Chris. Yeah, we're making a video right now. How you doing? Nice to see you. A long time. It's looking good.
Huh? No, it was in my back pocket, but I couldn't feel it. I didn't have it for sound.
The train stations are kind of loud. They have a lot of announcements to make. A lot of trains coming in, sounds. It's kind of fun actually. I'm gonna really miss taking trains. I'm gonna have to drive everywhere, right? And I'm not really sure if I'm up for driving all the time, because I've never really liked driving. I like being out, going places, seeing things, but I've never really been one. I guess mainly because I grew up in Los Angeles and traffic and it's hot. I don't know. And what about taking care of a car? Maintenance, and insurance. It breaks down, you gotta get it fixed. I just want it to work. So taking trains the trains is awesome. Here comes the train. They're so clean. Notice there's no graffiti. Very clean. And on time. This train's supposed to be here at 12:33. Actually, it's a minute late. So I'm okay with that. Look how clean the seats are. See? No gunk on the seats. Everything's clean. Great. Like behind me, you think that they'd be scratched up with names on it and, you know, all this stuff. There's no way that would be clean. These things would be peeled off and stuff. Nope. All clean. Look at the floor. No gum. No cigarette butts. It's very, very nice. We're on again. Here we go. And just imagine, and there's a goalkeeper standing there from Italy, and he's got the ball, and he's going to pass it through, and he's going to score. No! This is against the Americans right now. You've got America versus Italy. It's unbelievable to see that. I mean, when has America ever played Italy? Okay. Right. Okay. Nice goal from the Italians. Us, he says. Us. So, I decided to come over here to Tsukiya and have unagi. Unagi. That's unagi. It's eel, and it's my favorite. It's probably my favorite seafood of all the fish. I just love unagi. So I decided to get this one and Coca-Cola. And this is costing me $12 for this huge bowl. Let's have a bite. Hot. What can we do this one? Oh, I love unagi so much. That sounds good, huh? Needs to be tuned. Anyway, so that's about all I have for today. I was hungover watching the movie, and so I went to the gym. That's why I'm kind of red. Well, I'm not red really. I was red from drinking probably. Went to the gym and sat in the sauna and sweat. And went in the sauna on the cold pool, sauna on the cold pool, and then fell asleep in the sofa. And the air conditioning is so nice in there. And I just sat there, played on my phone for a while, and took a nap. I think I'll be doing a lot of that in the summertime because I don't want to stay in my apartment and use my air conditioner all day. So that was another reason why I got the gym membership, is because I can spend my time there. They have nice sofas and they have tables, and you can relax and read the newspaper or whatever. Like I read a newspaper. And so yeah, so I went to the gym, and then after the gym, which is right down here, I walked down there and had unagi. Now I'm gonna go home and just wait to go to bed. I'm adopting this new way of thinking. Is basically wait, like my life's going to be work and then wait for work again. Wait to work again. So really, basically I could just stop working and then just go to sleep. Just don't exist, don't do anything, just meditate until I have to go back to work. That way I'll save money. because I want to do all my fun stuff in America. So here doesn't matter. Between working, doesn't matter. I don't care about having fun because nothing's fun here. There's nothing fun in Japan. I mean, well, eating unagi. Okay, that's fun. Food, that's fun. Okay, I like the food. I'll give you that. Okay, I like to go to these different restaurants, and I'm going to go to a lot of them. Once a month, I plan on going to a good restaurant. But hopefully that wasn't my good restaurant. $13. No, I'm talking about spending like $5,000, $50 or $60, and get a good food, not drinks. You know, not spending money on alcohol. This is a good little sushi place. It's like kind of cheap. It's one grade up from the supermarket. So, yeah, there's a pachinko parlor over there. I don't know if you can see that. Called Joy Time. And you see the balloons in the front, the flowers and all that? What they do to those pachinko parlors is they remodel them or decorate them every 6 months and put flowers out front to make it look like it's new, renewed, you know, and actually nothing's changed. They put some paint on the wall and, you know, change the colors inside, but nothing's changed. But what they do, and I guess from what I understand, is the slots or the machines pay out a little better. So when they open these places up after refurbishing or remodeling, there's like a line in the morning out front, and there's all the pachinko addicts are waiting for it to open, and then they think, I guess, maybe they do, they win more. So that's why they keep doing it, because customers come all the time. And in this little area there are 1, 2, there's 3, there's another one over there, that little blinking lights over there, that's another pachinko parlor. There are 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them actually. There's one, the Phoenix one down there by my place is another one. So there are casino, little gambling places all around here. And you supposedly, well, it's illegal to make money. I don't know how to explain that one. So when you win balls, you can use the ball, the monies that you know, the balls are money basically, and you redeem the ball credits for gifts. And that's how they do it. You know, you use the ball credits to buy like stuffed animals, and it's kind of like the old arcades when you get the tickets at Chuck E. Cheese and you go and you do like that. It's the same system. Or they give you this paper and you can go out in the back and there's a tiny little window, and I'll show you one day, and there's somebody back there behind this tiny little window. You ring the doorbell and the little door opens up and you stick your hand in and give them the key, or give them the slip that has how much money you're going to earn, and then you get the money out the back of the pachinko parlor. Now, how is that legal? I have no idea. It's almost like it's usually like in an alleyway or somewhere hidden so that the police don't see it. I'll have to research that some more. Make a comment in the below. Like and subscribe. Do all that fun stuff. Hope you have a great day. And weather's balmy here. Feels good. Nice. A little breeze. So it's going to be a nice night. So, oh, there's Yoshinoya over there. Okay. Bye. So we're just hanging out, you know, just drinking, having a good time. And you know, obviously we don't have men hanging, but what we can do is good time. All I want to do is read this to know how much sodium I'm eating. This is what a late night meal looks like in a Japanese fast food place. So I'm in a Japanese fast food place, and over there is where you pay, and the thing over there you pay. You don't pay at that register. So then you pay over there, and I ordered a little meat bowl with tons of green onion and an egg on top, and then I got with that I got some miso soup with it. So beautiful, and this cost me $4. So good. So, oh my god. So I'll just take my little chopsticks, and you can see what's inside here. You see that? Okay, see the egg? There's the egg. You see that? And then underneath is beef. There's a bunch of beef, and then under that is the rice. So you mix the egg with the rice and the beef and the everything, and it's heaven late at night. Bye. Hello everyone. I just finished my wedding gigs for today, and I just gotta talk about this because I'm just so fed up with being a slave, really, I guess. Being an object. You know, I'm really glad I didn't get into the entertainment industry and be full-time musician or entertainer. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Can't imagine how much people take advantage of you as an entertainer and use you as an object for money, and simply don't give a crap about you. You're just a piece of meat that they want to put on the stage, dress up like a monkey, and run around and sell tickets. I just, you know, I know that entertainers get rich, and that at some point that they have control over what they do, and they just hope that they can get to that point. But I know a lot of others, I'm sure, they get to a certain point and they go, I'm full-time, but I freaking hate it, so I'm going to be a teacher where they actually respect me. You know? So I imagine there's a lot of music teachers out there that were professionals. Anyway, today I had the president of the hotel, and there are like 17 of these hotels around Japan, and they're like Ramada kind of level, Marriott's, something like that, around Marriott, Ramada, something like that, on that level. And the wedding business is their main business. That's how they make their money. The hotel's at capacity pretty much all the time, but they make their money from the weddings. $30,000 a wedding, you can imagine. And I've done thousands of them there, right? So today we had the big staff, the general manager of all weddings for all hotels in Japan, and they made these changes to the script and the act, everything, like 2 days ago. Sent it to me on my phone. I had to print it out. It's all in Japanese, of course, and I had to print it out and ask people and get it all figured out, like what's the pronunciation of this word and which word goes with which word. I didn't even know the sentences, and they're all like prayers and Bible sayings, poetry, things that you just can't translate in Google. And oh my God, not only did I have to do that, but then there's like oh man, the way they want me to say it is with force, like, and do you take this man to be your lawfully, they want me to act like I don't know, some kind of monster or something. And so I have to, they say, we want more drama. I have to put my hands in the air, and I have to put my hand over the Bible. We have to put the Bible, and they put their hands over the Bible, and then I put my hands over the Bible, and I have to say amen a billion times. It's just, they're just making me look like such a fool. I'm okay with being a fake priest, that's no big deal. I don't call it a fake